What's up with Cleveland? Is Drew Carey and Mimi the same person, or was that separate actors? Is the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame somewhere I went? It's not. Why did I go to SummerSlam? Who came back? Who was the most crazy? Who was the most over? And what the heck am I doing in Asbury Park, New Jersey, besides asking Peter why we haven't watched The Wrestler together yet? We haven't, have we?
We haven't.
Wow, we should. This week on Weekend at Effy's, we've got a bit of everything, including wombat poop. So buckle up, go to weekendateffys.com, order yourself a lemonade, sit down, and eat a little meatloaf while you listen to us tell a gallivanting tall tale. My fellow Americans, I come to you today to say I'm leaving the country. Till next week. Till next week. That's all. Just for a little bit.
Just for a week.
You know, for somebody who has reduced the amount of alleged travel they're doing, I don't feel like I've reduced any of my travel.
I feel like it's been more recently. I don't know.
It's been every weekend.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Don't worry. I'm going to be going to Calgary and Edmonton. Probably by the time you hear this, if you're not on the page, my fellow Americans, I come to you today to say I'm leaving the country. Till next week. Till next week. That's all. Just for a little bit.
Just for a week.
You know, for somebody who has reduced the amount of alleged travel they're doing, I don't feel like I've reduced any of my travel.
I feel like it's been more recently. I don't know.
It's been every weekend.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Don't worry. I'm going to be going to Calgary and Edmonton. Probably by the time you hear this, if you're not on the Patreon, I will have already been to Calgary and Edmonton. I will already be in Tokyo, Japan, fighting Don Shikodino. If you're listening to this on a Monday, maybe I already beat Don Shikodino. Maybe I'm in a Tuesday match or a Wednesday match or a Thursday match or Friday when I'm back in LA or Saturday when I'm in Salt Lake City.
Dunkachino.
What's my name? Dunkachino. You got to destroy these tapes. Nobody can ever see this. Nobody can ever see this. So it looks like, let me count. 2, 5. So that's 7. Okay. So yeah, roughly 14,000 miles in the next 10 days. Let's do it. Let's go. Now, a lot of that's the Tokyo flight, obviously. But, you know, there's some other long-haul flights in between. Atlanta to Calgary's no breath.
No, yeah.
That's a 2,000-mile flight. That's a depth. But that's not where I'm talking about this week. That's not where I was this week. You know where I was? The home of SummerSlam. You know about SummerSlam?
It's when the wrestle WWE things?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, you know, WrestleMania is like the big one.
Yeah.
But SummerSlam's like the sloppy cousin who like drinks too many Bud Light Limes and like tries to play strip beer pong.
Okay.
Nobody else is playing with him. And like Pitbull is always on for some reason. And everybody's really sweaty. Yeah, that was it. That was the magic of Cleveland. And we went there. We went to Cleveland. Now, before we went to Cleveland, we did attempt to go to a concert. And I feel very old. I mean, we went. We went to the concert.
Okay.
But we did leave before the finale.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
you were
we
with
did.
Me. Yeah, you were with me. You said gotcha. You were with me. This is before I left. I just described my location and then I went back in time.
My brain.
Boom.
Good.
Everybody,
garbage.
we're gonna do an exercise real quick. Everybody, just take one deep breath and then gobble like a turkey. Now, how good do you feel? Do you feel like a turkey?
I feel like a turkey.
Yeah. So we went Thursday night down to the Eastern, where I've wrestled before, and saw Washed Out and Wild Nothing.
Yeah.
We saw the whole Wild Nothing.
Wild Nothing.
We watched a good portion of Washed Out.
Yeah.
My legs hurt.
Yeah.
I've been feeling older lately. Here's 3 signs of me being old. Ready? Dumber a little bit. I don't know if that's, I'm just saying that one first. Legs be hurting more. Mm-hmm. And here's the big one. This one worries me the most. Heartburn. I think I have to adjust my diet, Peter.
Yeah.
What? No, you're supposed to be like, why do you think that?
Why do you think that?
I think I'm eating a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Am I?
I mean...
Is this an intervention?
No.
Come on.
No, I thought this was a self-realization that I was encouraging, but you want me to go back the other direction.
I want you to be like, no, like life's too short.
No, I don't.
Like have an egg custard. or
I don't
6.
know. I want you to be happy and live a long time and not be
Yeah.
miserable. And you eat a lot of nasty stuff on the road,
Yeah, that's true too.
and you don't do much to balance it back the other direction when
Like
you're
you talking
home.
about broccoli? I'm not fucking with that.
Yeah, well,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like if I,
I mean, not that I'm in any like high position to say anything, but your bad diet does influence my diet to be worse than it would be otherwise.
are you saying I'm killing you?
No. I'm just saying I would eat slightly cleaner if you also ate a little bit cleaner.
What would you eat? What are we missing?
I'm trying to encourage you.
What are we missing? Do we need spaghetti squash or is that out?
We could have spaghetti squash.
Is it worth it though? How long do you have to cook a spaghetti squash? And is it wet? Because fettuccine Alfredo fucking rips every time.
It does.
And I don't have to drain it.
It does.
Okay.
I don't even want to have this conversation.
Think
I'm
about
not
how
gonna
much of the
make any
world's fresh
progress.
water supply is being, I don't want to say,
You should eat whatever you want.
I don't want to say spoiled by the salination of global warming, but we don't have that long left.
No.
You know that scene in Zombieland where Tallahassee eats a Twinkie? Mm-hmm. We're 10 years from
You
that.
remember character names from Zombieland.
Yeah, because his name was Tallahassee and I lived in Tallahassee and it's Woody Harrelson. Are you kidding me? Hey, y'all, it's me, Woody Harrelson. I've been in a lot of different stuff. My dad may have tried to kill people, or did. I don't know. I messed up that trial playing a little b-ball. He did. He messed up the trial. His dad was a hitman. You know that?
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, Woody Harrelson played Tallahassee in Zombieland is the answer. Final answer.
Okay.
Did
Am I looking this up?
Yeah, no, I know it's true. This is when I would. Who's the guy who won the first million on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? And he goes, "I'd like to phone a friend." He calls his dad and he goes, "Hey, Dad, I'm going to be a millionaire." And then he answers it because he didn't need help. He just wanted to show off to his dad. Hey, let me call my dad real quick. I just won. Regis goes, "You haven't answered yet. You haven't locked in your hand." He goes, "Final answer." Regis goes, "Of course it is. You're correct. Of course. You win $1 million." He was very Regis-y about it.
Yeah.
What was Regis's first job in show business, do you think?
I think he was an NBC page.
Was he the frog that did the dance, the Hello My Lady dance? Was that the froggy that went a courting and he did Ride? Mm-hmm.
I thought the frog was WB.
Yeah, I don't care. I want to just imagine it as Regis Philbin in a frog costume.
I was correct. He was a page for NBC.
Wow. Is that how all big stars get their start?
He was Kenneth.
Well, he was Regis and Kelly and Kathy Lee. And then they replaced him. What about Michael Strahan? People don't even know he's a football player anymore. Did you know that? They just know him as the host of one of those hours of Good Morning America.
Who?
Michael Strahan.
I don't know who that is.
He's got the Gap. He's on Good Morning America.
Oh,
I think second hour. Yeah, I think. I don't know. I can't really measure it anymore.
Oh.
We went to the concert. It was very fun. Went to bed, went to Cleveland. You ever been to Cleveland?
No.
Yeah. It's cool. It's very hip. It's very with it. I had fun in Cleveland, right? Usually these pay-per-view weekends, it can get to be a little too much. There's a little too much going on. There's too many shows, too many wrestlers, too many things. But I had like a big night on my hands. And so I only had focus really in one direction. So once I was done with that, we actually had a day off the next day. One Direction?
Yeah.
That's what makes you beautiful. Oh, oh, oh. You don't know you're beautiful. Boom, 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 boom. I love them. They'll never reunite because it'll make Simon Cowell money, and we don't want that.
Who's your favorite?
What? Harry.
Harry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goes Harry. Didn't we discuss this the other day? Haven't we done a ranking?
We've done
what if I fuck my ranking up? Harry's first, Louis last. In between, we can have a discussion.
Okay.
I think Zayn is fourth. Liam and Niall are kind of neck and neck 2 and 3, but really, yeah, it's Liam. Liam's second.
But
I bet if you go back and watch, if I've done this before, same.
Simon's your favorite, though.
Simon is a piece of shit who tries to make money off of them as a group. Simon Cowell from American Idol.
Okay, who's your favorite American Idol judge?
Paul Abdul. She has no idea what's going on. She's doing whippets.
Probably.
Allegedly.
Probably.
You know? Very
she has
gassy.
that vibe.
I loved it. Mm-hmm.
What about Randy? You didn't like Randy?
I don't know why he is there or how he got there. Randy Jackson's not a member of the Jackson family. He's not a singer, and he's a bass player part-time for Journey on like 3 tours. And he's the one who's judging? Who's going to be a star? Maybe I'm missing part of his career. Maybe I've like looked the other way on a lot of his other work. But it doesn't seem like Simon Cowell's a record producer. He doesn't have musical skill, but he knows how to put people on the radio. Paula Abdul, she's a certified diva superstar singer. Okay? And then Randy Jackson, what's he doing? I know they changed judges, but I'm talking original. I'm talking OG. Because if we really want to get good, we had Britney Spears as a judge. Kelly Clarkson, I think, returned as a judge after being victorious in the first season. Because of you, I never strayed too far from the sidewalk. Because of you, no in me anymore.
But
because of you,
he played bass on "I Touch Myself."
Oh God,
the Divinals.
The Divinals?
Uh-huh.
Really?
Yeah.
He was the only guy around, or he was like integral to that song?
He was in the Divinals for that record.
I think he was just hanging around the studio hoping. That's my guess. Sorry, Randy Jackson. I don't give a shit. I don't know your life. You know, clearly you're successful. But I'm not here to like tell you how to live. Maybe you can judge talent. Maybe not. Maybe I could judge talent. Maybe I'd be like, that wasn't good.
Did you watch the Defunct Land American Idol documentary?
Yeah. Oh,
that
yeah.
one was great.
Think about how much you paid to already be in the park, and then all day. Let's say you're a good singer. All day doing fake American Idol. You ride no rides?
No rides.
And then who's going to the audience for this? Have you drug your whole family into this thing? You don't want a contract. You don't need to be on the show. You know what flavor this vape is? Sour fucking fab. What?
Really?
Yeah.
Can I try it?
Yeah. You sold me this. It's good. It's sour.
Sir, I did not sell you this.
You didn't?
I did not sell you this.
Oh, someone brought it to me. Steven brought it to me at the show in Cleveland. Ooh.
That's good.
It's sour.
That's good.
It's fucking fab. What does fab mean? Do you have the inside terms?
I believe it's considered a mystery flavor unless it does actually stand for something, but that's beyond my knowledge and caring.
I bet it's Airheads.
Probably.
What's the Airheads mystery flavor? Do you know?
No.
I don't either. Crazy. So I was welcoming, well, you know, technically Dom Guarini welcomed Raj Desi, the Maharaja, formerly known as Jinder Mahal, to wrestling, independent wrestling, but I was welcoming him back to GCW. He's attacked me. I have gotten in his face, and now we were having a match. This guy's big, and I think I weigh the same amount as him, but he's so jacked and shredded, and he has whittled legs that, like, he just looks like a giant shoulder machine.
He has what legs?
Whittle legs.
Whittle legs?
Whittle legs.
Whittle legs?
You know, like I got big old tree trunks.
Yeah.
And he's got whittle legs. He's got nice quads, you know. I don't want to compliment him too much. He beat the fuck out of me.
He's a lot of face.
Lot of face.
But
it's like, that's good for TV. They can always find your face.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want to have a little face. You want to have whittle
But they
legs.
can't find his legs.
No, he can't either. He doesn't need them. But he kicked me in the face a lot of times. I kicked him in the face a lot of times.
You found his legs.
I did find his legs with my mouth, and it didn't feel good. And he punched me a lot too. These WWE guys, I don't know how they did it on the road, or if they're just coming out like being punishy because they're scared.
Yeah.
But like, woo, lad, that was stiff ski. That was,
Ooh.
yeah, it was. I'm feeling it. This is another thing where I'm going, am I old? Am I old? Because I'm like, I've just been unreasonably sore this week.
You should like do the freeze, like the ice.
You know, you're not the 6th person to recommend that to me. About the 10th, I think.
I should stop recommending stuff to you. You get annoyed when I recommend stuff.
Do I?
Yeah.
Do I? Is it annoyed or is it?
It's the only time you get tested.
Okay, is it annoyed at you or is it annoyed at the concept of me being constantly told to do things?
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, it's not you. It's not a you thing. It's everybody's got to stop telling me to do stuff. Like I know, but like
you should eat some broccoli.
Oh my fucking god, that stinky ass broccoli, all dirty trees in a bag, frozen up.
Okay, I do have to ask though.
Yeah.
Have you tried swimming yet?
What do you mean?
We talked about this. You're taking up swimming.
Swimming in a pool?
Yeah.
Did I really say this?
Yeah. You
What
said
did I
it's
say?
super convenient to your schedule to take up swimming.
Did I say that?
Yeah.
I think you're fucking with me. Are you fucking with me?
Yeah.
What was super convenient about it to my schedule?
Nothing.
What if I just start swimming in the rivers and lakes?
That
Almost killed me.
could bring you a lot of. Did you? This is probably old news at this point, but about the French pissing in the river when the president swims in it.
That's awesome. That's the most French thing you can do.
Yeah,
Here's the
there's
thing,
like
the
a
president
website that
loves
tells
it.
you where to go to pee in the river when he's swimming.
The president loves it. He goes, time for my little pee swim in the tomb. Or what's it? Oh, the Seine. Time for my little pee swim in the Seine. And they're going to... It's a very salty river. That's the president of France I'm doing. Does it sound like it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I've never heard him talk. Just assuming. French Olympics, big Tom Cruise number coming.
Mm-hmm.
We already discussed this, didn't we? Doesn't matter. So Cleveland, I'm getting my ass kicked, right? Getting, wrecked in the face a few times. And then I'm finally, so we go up top and he's going to superplex me through a door, right? And then I'm like, nah. So I do like a water slide maneuver where I like jump up and then slide between his legs.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, shloop,
Uh-huh.
shloop, right through the middle.
He birthed you.
He birthed me, and then I grabbed him by the ass and I flung him through that table. So right when this happens, I think I got a shot, right? Then these goobers come out. Now, due to recent news, I'm not going to call them goons, but I'm going to call them goobers.
Uh-huh.
And they start trying to beat me up, so I punch them in the face.
What's the recent news?
There was a gooner causing some issues.
Oh.
There were some goon issues amongst the staff.
Yeah.
There were some staff
Not
gooners.
not like minion related.
No. But they were gooning to the wrong thing. Okay? Don't goon to your coworkers.
Nah.
That's not. Ooh. So these goobers get in the ring. I start punching them in the face, and I reveal them. Nobody knows who they are. I don't know who they are. Nobody cares. So I throw them, right? Get out. And then I go back, and then Raj Desi is trying to fuck on me because he's using the goobers to his advantage. And so I throw him off, and I'm about to kill him. Then the real goobers come. You know who the real goobers ended up
Who are
being?
the
After
real
they
goobers?
crowbarred my leg out and fed me to Raj Desi, it was the Bollywood boys.
Oh.
It's the fucking Bollywood boys. Now, they used to manage Jinder Mahal during his championship run on WWE. But now Raj Desi, I figured he was going on his own. But no, they're all stuck to each other. They all want to be friends with each other. But thank God he was about to kill me again with a crowbar. And Manders and Alley came to the save because Sheik wasn't there because Sheik was at Hood Slam. Because right now there's this transphobic wrestler from back in the day, and he sucks, and he's just like stupid, right? And his name's Val Venus. And so this person bought the trademark and rights to the Val Venus character. So now this dude can't use his character anymore. So then Dark Sheik used
Wait,
it.
this is a man named Val?
Yeah, Val Venus. He was a porn star
And they're
character.
transphobic?
Yeah. And super right-wing grifter.
And their last
transphobe.
name's Venus?
Well, their character's last name is Venus.
So they picked that?
Yeah, they chose that.
This sounds like an idiot.
Yeah, this is a real deep idiot. Yeah, we're talking like as idiot as it gets. Like concussions do things to you, and admitting I'm dumb will stop me from being as dumb as I could be. And this is someone who never admitted that all those chair shots did something to them. Right? So, needless to say, this person on Twitter takes over the trademark to the rights to the character, and then Dark Sheik dresses up like the character and does it at Hood Slam. So that's why she wasn't there, because she was doing a political art statement that I'm fully behind and
That's
fully
delightful.
for.
I love that.
But Manders was there and Allie was there, and they came in and ran these goofballs off. But in Atlantic City at the Showboat, we're doing a trios match. And Manders isn't in it because he's doing something else, because he's busy. But Dark Sheik will be there. So Thrusty will be united against the Bollywood Boys and Raj Desi, the Maharaja, in a 3-on-3. It's going to be great. In Atlantic
So
City.
this is like a big reuniting thing for them.
Right. And for me, it's me.
So they're like old work friends.
Right.
Reuniting.
Right.
During a Mercury retrograde.
During a Mercury retrograde. And I'm getting my ass beat. How's that sound?
Yeah, it's about right.
Yeah. So Mercury, the Mercury's in retrograde. Is Mercury in retrograde not always happening? It feels like it's always happening.
3 to 4 times a year.
Oh, God. We're getting 5 times a year, it feels like. 17 times a year.
This year is only 3. Last year was 4. So we're
Seasonal.
actually... This is just a particularly nasty one.
It's interesting. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's very chaos.
Okay, I can take it. We
You're
had a day
fine
off.
during these.
I know. Prisoner of my own privilege. I have to look around and watch the world crumble where there's nothing I can do. What does it mean to have surgery during a retrograde? Is that good?
That means that you are restoring something that has been fucked. Like you're addressing an issue. Like I'm changing vets.
Yeah. So you think it's good to have surgery during a retrograde?
Yeah, it I wouldn't necessarily say it's a good thing to have it happen during a retrograde. I would say it is a fitting thing to happen during a retrograde.
It's fitting. Jordan Oliver, we'll see you soon. He just had his ACL surgery today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to be on the comeback. He's already on
honestly, if you were to say as far as like a recovery timeline, this would be the most like efficient.
He's going to be on the comeback.
Yeah.
He's ready to go. They're saying he could be out 6 months. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't see it.
What happened?
Tore his ACL.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's a nasty one.
I think he
right?
tore part of his MCL, but it's not too bad. And then he was using the other leg so much that it I don't know. It's tough being a wrestler.
Yeah.
There's a lot of nonstop risk.
Yeah.
I've been very, very lucky and fortunate.
Yeah.
And that's beautiful. But you should always have a side plan if things are not going to go well. If you're going to be out for 6 months after surgery, we want to buy your shirt. Tell us where to buy your shirt, Jordan. Let's tweet it. We'll tweet it out. We had a day off in Cleveland though. So after everything was said and done, we finished this show with the Maharaja and we make this match. This isn't going to...
I think we got to get rid of these chairs.
You think they make my butt sore?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll get new chairs then. We need new chairs and a coffee table that's also a dining table. Right?
Yeah.
I need to eat at that thing.
Yeah.
I need to eat in my place.
Yeah.
This is good. This is a great table. This is a better use of table now. There's too many tables in the world for me to be low on tables.
Yeah.
They've already made them.
True.
They make them all the time. They stain them, whatever they do. So the next day I didn't have any shows and we weren't sure what the plan was going to be because, I had agreed because of the climate and temperament of the situation with flights canceling nonstop and also being super fucking expensive that me and Allie and Alec Price, as the car that it ended up being, would just drive to New Jersey.
From
Cleveland.
Cleveland.
But we weren't going to leave.
How far of a drive is that?
That drive is 7 hours. 7 hours.
It's like a trip to Florida.
Yeah, a little quick Florida trip around. And I was flying home from there, so it wasn't a big deal. And I could help get all the luggage, get everybody in. And to be fair, Brett was driving too. So I can't be like, oh, he flew off on me and left me to drive. It was like, yo, the option that is the best for this is to just do it. So we have this day off. I have this car rented. We're good. I pick everybody up. And AIW is doing a show like in the street, like a street fair right next to the stadium.
Okay.
So it's like, fuck it. We're going to go check it out. Go check it out. We watch the matches. We see Matthew Justice. We see, Steve Manders. See a lot of our friends. We hang out for a while. And then we figure out, oh shit, we got tickets. We can go to SummerSlam if we want. And we said, fuck it. What else is there to do except for drive to New Jersey? Let's just go to SummerSlam.
Okay.
So we went. It was crazy. It was nuts. So the tickets we had were not good, but Jimmy Lloyd is like kind of a savant. That's a compliment, right?
Yes. Idiot savant would be the insult.
So Jimmy Lloyd's kind of an idiot savant. And he'll just confidently walk into a section after looking on the ticket sites what seats are still open, and then we just take those seats. So we had 7 of us, and so we looked and we got front row like before you get to the floor. Like, so it's like, the lift up a little bit. We were in that front row section. You can see everything perfectly. You're right at ring level. Watch the whole show from there. Really fun SummerSlam time. Everybody's into it. Cody Rhodes, very over. People love Cody Rhodes. People love Rhea Ripley. She's like, she's a mommy. They want mommy to destroy them. Mm-hmm. And she's like kind of a hot goth girl.
Who's daddy?
Well, it was Dom Mysterio, but then the whole group broke up that night. Everything fell apart that night. Finn Balor turned on Damian Priest. Crazy. And then Dom turned on Rhea Ripley and went with Liv Morgan. Now, you know what's crazy? You know who I saw at the airport when I landed in Cleveland? Liv Morgan. And guess what? She kept going, I hope Dirty Dom doesn't change his girlfriend, and winking. No, I'm just kidding. She didn't do that. That's crazy. I will say this. Seeing her in the airport right? She's been to a few GCW shows, but she's hounded waiting for her luggage. Hounded. And was so patient and so kind.
Is he leaving brown marks? Is that what it is?
Is he doing it? What is he doing? Is he wiping?
Yeah, because he's scooting on his butt because there's not... I can't figure out the phantom poop thing to like...
Where did he do it?
He did it on the... I don't know. I think I'm losing my mind.
I don't know if you're losing your mind, but if he is, I need to know so I can...
Yeah.
Those are like chunks though.
Yeah, and
This wasn't like a little...
I haven't been home enough to know what the fuck is going on.
No one knows what the fuck is going on. I can tell you.
Okay, there might be a ghost pooping in the house.
Yeah, there might be a poop ghost.
They're
very small pieces.
Yeah.
They're not... They're very...
Could it just be water baby bringing mud in?
It could also just be
I'm
mud.
overreacting?
There is a lot of weird mud there, and it could be a
Yeah.
little in the crevices because there was some grass in it, right?
How's your hand?
It's fine.
Okay.
It's
The
fine.
The baby wanted to play.
The baby
and
played
you
heavily.
took the toy away, and the baby was.
The baby did not like when I took the toy away. It's fine. We worked through it. We've been hanging out all day. She was in my bed this morning when I woke up. So I don't know how it even happened. I don't know how she opens that door.
I don't either.
It's incredible
I don't
because I really think it's like closed, and then she's like, "No, it's not closed. I'm gonna push right through." And I just woke up and look over, and I was like, "All right, I guess we're good. I guess we've made up."
So that was probably her apologizing.
Yeah, I think so. She cuddled up right next to me. So we're good. Now, am I going to bite her back? I don't know.
Please bite her
Maybe a little
back.
bit.
Please bite her
Maybe
back.
a little.
She
just a little.
deserves it.
I bite Bebop, but nice. I love biting on Bebop. I love when he does his little T-Rex arms. I get up in there and then I grab his face and he doesn't expect it. Ugh, the best. Thank you for watching him next week. I'm going to keep him over there for a minute, but you know how it is. So I see her at the airport and it's just like constantly hounded with stuff. And all I was thinking was like, I'm a full-time entertainer, pay my bills doing this, and I get recognized sometimes, and it's very cool. But I think if it was all the time like that, I'd go nuts. So that's like when you think back to like early 2000s celebrities beating up paparazzi. You're like, how could they? Those are people with jobs. And it's like when you're on like month 6.
Paparazzi are lower than human, though.
Yeah. And every time you leave your house, people are bothering you. And think about this. They got to fly all the time. These people know where they're landing at. They know where the flights are going. And they're just tracking you at the airport. These aren't like, there were like kids coming up and wanting pictures. But then there's like the weird old like sell stuff on eBay people that come up with like a board of pictures.
Yeah.
And it's easier to just tell them,
yeah,
okay, and do it than tell them to fuck off.
I had a
and make
teacher when I was in school that was paparazzi, like it was like one of the things he dabbled in.
Like a side hustle.
It was a side thing that he would do. But the real crazy shit that he would do is that he was a stinger.
What does that mean?
Like the Jake Gyllenhaal Nightcrawler.
Okay.
Where they ambulance chase.
Oh.
Like the media ambulance chasers.
Yeah, that's like paparazzi though.
Yeah.
It's a different kind of.
He wouldn't blink.
Ever?
He would just look at you.
Ugh, maybe arrest
him
them
all.
all.
Blink. Yeah.
Maybe.
He was like, he had to be on some crazy kind of stimulant. I mean, they're all like. Did you ever hear about like Provigil or Nuvigil?
No. What is this for?
So they prescribe it for people that work graveyard shifts. But it basically is they figured out how to engineer a non-stimulant that keeps you awake. But it keeps you awake for like 2 days.
Huh.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound fun.
It's
you just take one and you're like, oops.
You take one and you're just here. And the thing that's weird about it is you don't get jittery off of it. You don't feel...
You're just continuing.
You feel normal. You feel completely normal. But I've been around people on it on sets, and they're super weird to talk to. But I've taken it like once, because I got it from one of those people.
Yeah.
I've taken it once, and it was when I was editing music videos. So I basically stayed up for 3 days, edited this music video, and I was like, I'm super normal. And all my friends were like, that was of the oddest behavior that we've seen from you. Like, you were just slightly cranked off.
Yeah.
So there has to be something
I'm hoping it would add a tick to me, like a clap and spin every time I leave the room.
I think that's kind of the generally the vibe.
Okay. Well, let's get our hands on some of this. Do a little test for the
Yeah.
podcast. It's medical research. What is it called? Progesis?
Provigil or Nuvigil? They're
Nuvigil.
different formulations.
Nuvigil
of
sounds
it,
scary.
yeah.
That sounds like some Minority Report shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm nervous for it, and we're not going to be doing it, or we are.
I don't know. It's like if you run into it, know what you're getting into.
It's going all the way.
Yeah.
Don't overdo that one.
Probably don't overdo that one.
Seems like you can get a lot of chores done, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hear myself as I just said that, and I don't think it's for me.
It's the vibe of it is, oh, I'm just hanging out, chilling, having my coffee. It's a nice Monday morning, but in actuality, your hair's on fire.
I don't want my hair on fire.
Yeah.
I tried to go get a haircut today, and I put in the haircut place, and I went there, and it doesn't exist anymore. It just shut down.
Where?
It's a haircut place over in Peachtree Center.
Oh,
It's
shit.
like a mile away, and I was like, I'll just roll over there real quick. So now I don't have a haircut to go to Japan.
Get a Japanese haircut.
I guess I could, but if I was a hairdresser, somebody came in and they just didn't speak my language, I wouldn't give them 100%.
Get a Canadian haircut.
Oh yeah, down in Calgary, get a little Supercuts Canada. Oh yeah, I just want to get a skin fade enough to where my head tattoo shows for these upcoming series of pictures.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes. Are
We'll
you gonna
see.
have any? Do you ever have issues with your tattoos in Japan, or was
No.
it more if you're going to like a water park?
It's also more like if we wanted to go to the sauna or steam room or
That
bathhouse,
you would have an issue.
I would have to go to the gay one.
Okay.
Not because
that's
I'm
right.
gay,
That's
but
right.
because I have tattoos and I'm white. Like a lot of these Japanese
because you
onsens-
couldn't go to the Yakuza one.
No. That's different. And they don't want white people in there.
No.
They have their own so they can have their tattoos.
Right.
But the white foreigner with tattoos, he's just
just-
got to go to the suck spot.
Okay.
So that's the only. Sometimes I just want a whirlpool and sauna and steam, and I can't. I don't want to have to fend off cum goblins. Was that?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
It's Tokyo's a wild place. It's a good place. It's a wild place. It's the Wild West. All the shows are in Shinjuku.
What have you not done in Japan that you want to do?
Oh, I don't know.
Like robot cafes, anything like that?
I mean, there's robots at some of the cafes, but it's not like a robot full cafe.
Like-
I watched that. What's his name? Reese Darby, where he went to a full robot hotel,
Yeah.
and that was weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe
What about-
Bullet Train.
Would you go to like a? Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. What
Maybe
about
Kyoto.
What about like the Ghibli museum? Would you go do that?
Oh yeah, it looks sick. But they describe it as an amusement park. It's not really an amusement park. It's like a lot of beautiful, large setup pieces of exploratory.
I'm talking about the museum,
There's a
specifically
museum.
the museum. Like the ticket that you get is a film strip from one of the movies.
Let's look this up.
I think it's different than the park.
Okay. Well, let's look. Well, yeah, I would love to go to that. I think there's a ton of stuff I haven't done in Japan. And it's
Could
hard
you bring
to-
Could you bring me back a Ghibli something?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Let me look. Let's look at where this is. I'm looking at where this is on the map, so I can see how far we're gonna be from there. Let's look. Oh yeah, just a couple train ride stations over from Shinjuku. Easy. I'm doing it.
Okay,
Watch me.
do it.
Watch me.
Do it.
It's gonna be magic. And here's the thing. Let's say I don't make it to the museum. There's Ghibli shit at other places. There's Ghibli shit everywhere. Gonna go back to the Nintendo store though. Love it. I love it. I love all the Zelda shit. I love all the Mario shit.
Are you gonna get more wolf pornography?
Oh yeah, definitely. Some like yaoi hentai, the wolf and twink wanna fuck. Yeah, that's like the best kind of literature you can have. They have a whole floor of just, and it's not men buying it. It's women who are like really into the gay boy romance. Like we're friends, but we're learning, and my wolf daddy fucks me.
Remind me to ask you something, run something by you that we can't talk about on air.
I love that.
Okay. But
I love
it's
hinting
Japan specific.
Okay, cool. All right, that sounds good. I can definitely answer it. I hope that's my goal. This Canada run the few days before. I hope it doesn't complicate. Me and Jimmy Lloyd are flying in together to the weirdest airport there, which is Narita,
Uh-huh.
which is like, I flew in there the first time. And it's very
What
far
is it,
out.
like a Quebecois separatist airport or something
No,
like
no, no.
that?
No, that's in. It's
Not
in
that
Japan.
kind of
It's in
weirdness?
Japan. It's not that weirdness. It's just far out from the city, and it's kind of like the old airport.
You read Infinite Jest, correct?
Yes. Yeah. It's not like
Yeah.
that. It's
like 80% of that book is Quebecois separatist nonsense.
I know all about what do they say? I'm Quebecois first and Canadian second. That's. I get to hang out with a lot of them. I love them. The poutine is only good in Quebec. Okay, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to leave it at. Calgary's wonderful though. They have the doner in Calgary and Edmonton, the Lebanese meat pita with the sweet sauce. I love it.
You just like who's serving it, though.
Who?
The Lebanese.
Yeah, I love Lebanese. Yeah, I had that Lebanese boy on that one flight teaching me about stuff. My God. So Cleveland, we go to the IW thing, whatever. We go to SummerSlam. It's so much fun. Zilla was there. Zilla had a good time. But everybody already knows who Zilla is. He's had like 25 matches. He's the son of Umaga. He's a big deal. But like we're walking around the stadium, everybody already knows who this dude is. And he's had like 25 matches. It's insane. The amount of times he got stopped for pictures and autographs. And you're going, already? They know? It's not that I don't think he should be that popular. I'm confused at how fast this information has traveled, and that these people at a regular WWE show are like, oh, he's on the radar. Because there's so many Samoan guys getting signed right now that they're always already on the radar. They got another guy on the way. It's magic. Listen, make the whole WWE Samoan. If 10 years from now I turn it on, it's all Samoans, I bet it'll be sick as fuck.
Yeah.
They're so good at pro wrestling.
Yeah.
They're so tough. Their timing's so good. They know how to fucking pose and be superstars and talk and sell stories seriously. And they know how to have a good time. Who else? Maybe it's over for white men in wrestling. Maybe it's done. Maybe we did it. I did say that
they're really good at smelling things.
white men?
No, Samoans.
Oh, yeah, really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because wasn't that the Rock? He could smell you from like
He
a
can
mile
smell what you're
away.
cooking. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he always
Yeah,
wanted
it
to know
doesn't
if
matter
you wanted
where it
some of
is,
the
he can
Rock's
smell when
strudel.
you're
The
cooking
Rock wants to
something.
eat your strudel. You know what a strudel is? I think it's a vagina.
It's a pastry
I think he's like making reference to like
to a vagina.
the Rock's gonna eat your strudel, like he's gonna eat your pussy.
Yeah.
Was I think what he was getting at?
Oh.
Did you see?
At least he's referring to it by a dessert name.
Oh, did you see Hobbs and Shaw?
We skipped that one.
Why? No, I thought we watched that one.
No,
Maybe
we skipped
didn't.
that one.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
We still need to do Fast X.
We still need a Fast X.
Oh, it's so fast, this X. Yeah, right?
Because 9 it's Hobbs and Shaw is in between 8 and 9.
Yeah.
So we skipped it.
Oh no.
And there's no way to watch it now.
Oh no.
It doesn't exist.
Oh, Jason Statham.
We beekeeped though. Well,
Who?
I beekeeped more than you beekeeped.
I fell asleep during the
took
Beekeeper.
a
Listen,
bee
if I
nap.
nap during a movie, I clearly need it. I can't. It's over.
Yeah.
You think I'm trying not to watch
I
a
just
film?
feel like there's so many wrestling ideas in that movie.
Yeah, I love it. I love wrestling ideas. I'm wrestling Andreza the Giant Panda next week.
That rules.
Me,
Are you gonna
Danhausen, Jimmy
staple
Lloyd.
Andreza in the forehead.
I'm gonna fucking sit on Andreza's head and crush it under my bus. I'm gonna bus crush that thing.
That rules.
Yeah, it's me, Joey Janela, Danhausen, Broski, Jimmy Lloyd, and Andreza the Giant in a 5-way match.
Are any
6-way match?
relatives of Andreza showing up?
We don't know. There's no way of knowing.
There's no way of knowing.
Who knows what tricks DDT has up their sleeve? I will say that I've asked multiple times for the gay anal explosion death match to be brought back, and I've been told there's not enough money for the anal explosions in the budget. You know about this?
No.
We'll talk about it later. It's a real match.
Oh.
The gay anal death explosion match.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is explosive about it? What's anal about it?
You put the explosives in their anus and they
Okay.
explode.
Okay.
And that's what makes it an exploding anus death match. So I was told we couldn't do that. We're going to do as much as we can, me and Dino.
But I bet it
What?
stick something with that panda's butt.
Oh, I'm going to blow that panda up. Ugh. I don't know the gender of the panda. I don't want to agree to anything I can't do. Exploding anus death match. Let me just pull this up for you. Oh, it doesn't want to pull up the word anus.
Okay.
Yes. Hayabusa was in this one, who Ricky Morton calls Hayabusa. And I'm not going to argue with him. Yeah, so it looks like, I'm just going to kind of describe when we get to this finale here. 19. So can we get this up? He's going to explode his anus. He's got the explosives. This is
Okay.
Hayabusa now. Throwing away the ref. He's got explosives to put in the anus.
Yep.
And the denims.
That's not an anus, though.
Oh,
That's
that
an
is.
anus.
Yep. It's down. And he's got his thong on. Which is, wrestling guys, they're real super masculine until you pull their pants down. They're all wearing tiny little lingerie johns.
Okay, so he's
thongs.
putting something.
Yep, he's lighting the exploding butt. He's going to light it now. He's got fireworks up his ass.
Right.
Let's see if he gets it. And oh, yeah.
Oh, yep, there we go.
Exploding his anus.
Okay.
Yeah, so I wanted to bring that match back.
That seems pretty easy.
It's pretty easy.
Pretty easy.
Everything's kind of easy. I was reminiscing in England with Drew Parker about in Corkin Hall when he put darts in my ass. And how much of a wonderful memory that is to have.
He's retired now, isn't he?
He's back for a
he's
match
back.
against Nick Gage.
Oh.
And Brandon Kirk, I think, maybe? I don't know.
Oh.
I probably wasn't supposed to reveal that. I don't care. Leave it. Fuck them. I know everything. I don't give a fuck. I'm the source of information now. It's fine. He's back for a couple matches. And he came back and stole the belt at the last England show I was at. So I think he's back for a minute. But I think he's well rested. I could hug him fully without breaking him or worried about his wounds. That you can't hug a deathmatch wrestler.
Yeah.
You just you
Yeah.
have to give an air hug.
Yeah.
Because they might be wounded. And if someone starts hugging you, you go up, and you go, whoa, no, oh, I should ask, please. That's the kind of sound you get. So we leave SummerSlam, pretty chill. End up driving part of the way there, drive to Pittsburgh, hotel for the night, nice little spot. Wake up first thing in the morning, we got to get to Asbury Park, New Jersey. Now, I don't have a match per se, but I have a mission, right? Now, Alec Price, he's in a match. Allie, she's in a match.
Have you go to New Jersey a lot?
I do.
Have you done any of the super nerdy Kevin Smith Mecca shit? Have you gone to the Quick Stop? Have you gone to the comic book store?
No, I haven't.
Any interest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I was there and someone drove me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We are wrestling in the Dream Mall.
I guess it is I guess for me, I am fully in tourist zone with it where this is your job.
I don't want to be anywhere I don't have to be any longer than I have to be to.
Yeah.
If I'm not in my room sleeping, I'm wishing I was.
True.
And that sounds horrible. And it's not 100% true. What a blessed life I've lived. I've got to see so many things. But also,
Sleepy boy.
I am oft found without comfort, and I oft seek it when I can.
Yeah.
I'm not going to turn away from it now.
Yeah.
We went to New Jersey. We got there so late, and I left so early, but it's just driving. You can't predict it. You can't predict the weather and the storms, and people can't drive right, and it just took a while. So I dropped him off at the front. I collect myself, and I go hide, right? Because I made a plan with Speedball. So Speedball, if Raj tries some shit tonight, I'm going to hide, and that's where I'm going to make my move. And who would have guessed Raj Dazzy, the Maharaja, tried some shit. He did not have his Bollywood boys there with him. So he tries some shit. He starts beating up referees. Can't do that. Those are officials. Then he tries to kill Speedball by colossing him through a table. And I ran out, and I beat him up, and I threw him through the table. That's where I kicked that table, and I hurt my foot pretty bad. Because I was real fired up. And I cut a promo, and I said, Thrissy's going to destroy you. And I just want to clarify something, okay? I cut this whole promo about how these guys are coming from the Fed, coming from having contracts, coming from TV, and they act like they're coming to fix the indies, but they need us because it puts them back on top. People are watching what we do at Game Changer Wrestling. People are hiring based on impressing things at Game Changer Wrestling. And I said at the end of this promo that he should go back to where he came from. And I was talking about TV and contract wrestling and not the indies. But I was pulled aside after and told it did not sound correct. So I just want to completely clarify here. That thought never even crossed my mind. That was never even it was literally I'm calling out TV guys, how they need us on the indies, how bad we're told we are, and then, all of a sudden you do a feud with us and you can get any job you want. I said, just cut the chase. Get the fuck out. Go back to where you came from. Not in a country sense, but in a sense of
Trying to turn heel.
right. They were like, what'd you mean by, and I went, oh my God, I never even, okay. That's what I meant. And the whole promo was about that. So there wouldn't be like blatant racist jingoism out of nowhere. Where he came from is the WWE. Where he came from is safety and television and PG and all that other stuff. If anything's racist, it's me asking him to go to the WWE because they'll make him do a racist gimmick, right? I'm telling you to go back there and take their money. And you're going, bro, but they did some shit. And I'm going, you go back to where you came from. And you're going, like my country? And you go, oh, no. I just meant like to the evil empire, which is a TV company. I don't know. See, like it's, this is what happens. It's like when you live in the San Francisco bubble and you're like, there's homophobia and transphobia. It never even crossed my mind this was a thing. And it's me over here going, go back to where you came from. And I'm like, clearly, where they came from is, oh, okay. All right. I see. So just wanted to clarify that point here. But yeah, I ran in at the end of the show and beat the shit out of him, threw him out of the ring, told him he's got something to deal with. He's got Thrusty to deal with. Dark Sheik, Allie, me in Atlantic City, home turf. They don't even know what they're getting themselves into. I pulled a splinter out of my forehead that I thought was a zit because there's just been a piece of wood inside of me for a while. Okay. This guy didn't even, he's over here asking Brett Lauderdale if he's allowed to curse on the microphone. And I'm over here pulling pieces of wood out of my face. And you want to come to me and say anything goes, Atlantic City, anything goes. This match won't get thrown out. Okay, bro. Cool. Great. Perfect. Come on through. But like, I'm going to fuck you up. Oh, my little girl's lost. My little queen. She got her little shot. Are you going to come over here to the blanket? She's a blanket girl now. Yeah, that's fine. Thank you, Lucy. What a sweet girl giving up her chair for the elderly lady. Giving up her chair for the elderly lady. Perfect.
Oh, I'm being so sweet about it too, and not being
gentle
a grump.
giant, not a grump. She loves her sister. They're friends. They're tight.
It is so funny how Lucy doesn't mind it when I give Cranberry love,
but Bebop
fully minds it when it's
if
Bebop.
Bebop is at all pet or looked at or regarded, it is over.
Lucy, what is this face?
She says, I'm a good girl. I do the right thing. She's earning her trust back. I went home after that the next day. They lost my bag. I got it back today. But I do love the concept of me having to repack all my stuff and start my laundry today before I leave for 10
less
days.
Than 24 hours.
Because they lost my bag.
Yeah.
She was doing all this paperwork stuff when I picked up the bag today. And I go, well, I can see the bag right there. Here's my passport. My name is on it. It's that bag right. It's a very obvious bag. And she goes, well, I got to see in the system if it even came in. And I go, so it's that one. And then she finally came over after a few minutes, was like, oh, this is your name on it. And I was like, I bet you tell people how hard your job is, don't you?
Uh-huh.
I bet you tell people how difficult they make it on you. I was helping, but I got it handled. I got as much stuff handled as I could before I got out of town. That's what I try to do. We're trying our best. I didn't get to all those dishes. It's bad.
It's all good.
But I did get the yard done. That guy showed up and knocked that shit out quick.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, I got to leave him a review. Yeah, he showed up at 2:30 and just tore it up.
Thank you for doing that.
Thank you for watching my dog. What's the thing I used? Oh, that's the name. I don't give away the app I used. But, I don't want free advertisement for this app, y'all, okay? Add to my favorites. He was so great. Submit. Tipped in cash because I know how this economy is. And it looks like I'm a bad person because I write no tip, but here's the thing. I tipped in cash. It's just between us. And if you come to me and ask because you want him to report, let me tell you a secret. I didn't give him anything, sir. Yeah, and he charged him partial hours. Ugh, incredible. I love it. And I don't think we have to get it done all the time.
Yeah.
But I think it was...
Yeah.
Cranberry loved walking around in it after it was cut down. After it was a little on its way.
She loves it on her footsies.
Yes. She didn't want to have to dig through all that. Earlier, I turned the fan on in there. And this poor jumping spider had to pull itself up the web.
Oh.
and I turned it off and I saved him in my hat, put him outside in the garden. Then I watered the plants. I'm kind of a green thumb now. I don't know. Pretty cool stuff. Might go to a little temple in Tokyo. May need some re-blessings.
There you
I
go.
will say I held on to a Japanese luck memento from a temple for a while, and I think it cursed me. I'm glad I lost it. So I'm not going to bring any temple mementos with me.
Be careful about messing with stuff with other cultures, particularly cultures that have histories with white people.
Yeah.
Because karma likes to work itself out regardless of who you actually are. We're talking like
Hey, listen,
ancestral.
Peter, somebody's got to take the
generational-
fall. Somebody's got to take the fall.
Yeah, it's there's this really funny thing that happens when white people start messing with voodoo, where their life
Falls
fucking
apart.
Falls apart. very
Yeah,
quickly.
I would imagine. I don't think. I don't think I need to be the one doing the voodoo. I think I'm supportive of it from a distance, if that's your choice, and I hope you don't target me in any of your incantations and spells. But yeah, I'm not going to be leading the voodoo spell chant with the chicken. I don't know how it works. I know there's a chicken sometimes because of the pureness of the blood.
There was someone doing stuff like in Atlanta and leaving a bunch of headless chickens everywhere. And there was a headless goat too.
The goat is a little more because the chickens aren't big.
Chickens aren't big, yeah. The
But-
goat was thrown in the Chattahoochee though.
Floating?
Yeah.
Floating and goating.
Yep.
That's magic. I love floating and goating. Hey, thank you to our Patreon supporters, weekendateffys.com. Updates are coming. I'm getting this app done so we can upload easier. You know? I know it takes a lot of breath on those. And
We are creating space to allow more breath.
wait, we're creating space to what?
Allow more breath.
What's the breath? Was this a metaphor?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
It made sense with what you were talking about.
All right, that's fine. I'm sure it did. I don't always know what I'm saying. If there was any kind of filtration system between my brain and my mouth, I don't know if I'd even be here today. You know what I mean? This is just a constant unloading of stream of consciousness. So that's what you get. That's like somebody will be like, "Allie, what does this tweet mean from Effy?" And she goes, "You don't get it. He just is just saying something on his brain. It doesn't have to do anything with anything." And I'm like, "Damn, how'd you know?" And she's like, "I know you." We're going to Japan though. It's gonna be sick. And I'll get you some treats.
Yeah.
Do we have questions?
Yes, we do.
Questions?
And next week we will be taking a little break off from episodes during the travel.
But we're gonna fucking put out some old Patreon shit for those of you that aren't already logged and hogged to the Patreon at weekendateffys.com. You can get a little taste of what you're missing on some of the bonus episodes.
Might even drop the I don't know, maybe it's too cursed. The
What?
Southland Tales episode.
It's cursed.
It's very cursed.
It is. I think if you drop that, you drop something else with it, and you don't force it on everyone all the time, because that is 3 hours of me losing my mind. And I think it becomes apparent at about hour 2 that I'm done.
Okay, this is from Rob.
Rob.
How many cooking recipes do you do at home? How much cooking do y'all do at home? Any go-to recipes?
I do a fair bit of cooking, but I'm also lazy. I made pad thai and sausages last night.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just
delicious.
make big like eggs and meat and vegetables things.
Real hearty.
Hearty. You gotta have hearty food, and I like a one pot meal. I don't like a lot of separatist ingredients. I've been doing meatballs and pierogies together. I don't know. It seems right. Go-to recipes. I have a recipe in that Oakland Rovers cookbook on the Indies of the Mexican steak that you do in a crock pot with the sour cream rice. And I haven't made that in a very long time, and I'm craving it. Nice Mexican Christmas steak with the sour cream and cheese rice. Pretty good stuff. What about you,
Sounds
Peter?
good. I am a real big fan of just doing, I know this is very basic and like kind of the opposite of cooking, but just deconstructed charcuterie all the time.
Yeah.
Just like
Eating
veggies
meat.
and meat and dips.
Now, you made me a
and
pretty good
sauces and-
breakfast sandwich. the
Yeah, I
other day.
love breakfast.
Yeah,
breakfast
breakfast
is what I
fucks.
love cooking.
Okay.
Everything else I'm kind of,
You did pretty good bacon, and I got to say, there's a lot of bacon on that sandwich. It's a good sandwich when it's got that much bacon. She is climbing up you like a little mountain. She's a little mountain climber. Yeah, I like crock pot meals a lot. I like lasagna. I like pastas. I like shrimp. I like eating shrimp. So, I don't know. I don't have any direct recipes right now, but I think shrimp and grits is what I'm going to say.
Okay.
With a nice gravy. With a nice hearty ocean gravy. How about that? How about that?
Okay, this is from Danny. What would be the ideal Weekend at Effy's independent movie theater experience movie and theater menu-wise? So we're opening our theater. What do we do?
We're opening our theater. We're only showing Muppets movies for the first week.
Okay.
Cape Crusader. Wait, it's not Cape Crusader. Oh, I started watching that Batman show last night, and I didn't mean to fall asleep. I'm not saying it's bad, but it seemed really cool, and then I fell asleep.
What Batman show is this?
The Cape Crusader, the 1940s noir drama.
That sounds good.
Penguin's gender reverse. It's beautiful.
Ooh.
What? Wait, what was I saying?
Movie theater.
Oh, yeah. So we play Muppets movies. Muppets Treasure Island. Muppets. What's it called? The one where the Great Muppets Detective?
Great Muppet Caper.
The Great Muppet Caper. And then we would do Muppets Take New York, Muppets Take Manhattan. Is that what it's called? Then we'd watch the new ones, which are okay.
Yeah.
Jason Segel. It's hard to see a man whose penis you've seen in a Muppet movie.
I know.
Right? You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, I don't know. It's probably fine. But it does give me hope. Like, if you guys see my wiener somehow, I could still be in a Muppets movie.
Still be in a Muppet movie.
Oh, it's awesome. I don't think I could host Blue's Clues. Like, I don't think there's like nudes of Steve or Joe out there. Maybe there are. We should do it. No, I'm sorry. Don't look at that. Don't look that up. We would have popcorn, but it would be very good butter popcorn. And we'd have so much candy and ice cream.
Have you ever had like a nice cinnamon popcorn, like a desserty popcorn?
Yeah, no, I like a desserty popcorn, but I also like, I don't think it should be the primary.
Oh, no.
What about ranch popcorn? I never get that at the movies. I always got it. It looks like it's just been sitting there for a while.
Yeah.
It just looks like it's been sitting in there a while. Like, it's just for days.
I don't know if we need ranch popcorn.
Well, I think we can make our own. I think we should just bring a packet of the ranch, the seasoning. They make the powder, like where you shake and bake a chicken in it, and then do that on our popcorn, and then put Reese's Pieces in it.
Okay.
And eat
I
that.
think like a trail mix popcorn's a good idea.
Okay, I'm in.
You just you do some mixes with it.
What about like real foods, like hot dogs?
Hot dogs are fine. I would want to have tacos.
Oh yeah, that seems reasonable. Those, I don't know. I get that burger sometimes when I go to the
corn
AMC.
dogs.
Corn dogs.
Gourmet corn dogs
with mustard.
Yeah.
I want big screens, but I also want weird small screens. And I want every movie theater to have a secret view on top of the projector so that I can watch down like Phantom of the Opera. Maybe there's a zip line.
Maybe there's.
It's our theater, right?
Yeah,
there's
we can do whatever we want. Okay, zip line.
So there's a zip line, and then
I want a main theater with Statler and Waldorf.
Oh yeah, where it's over to the side, and they're like, "Oh, Tom Cruise, Mission Impossible, more like Mission Fart Possible." It like doesn't make sense, but I'm filling in the blanks here, y'all.
And it's a premium to see.
Oh,
a movie with them doing commentary.
So they're not on everyone.
They're not on everyone. So you know how you go to AMC and they have the late night showings of like Despicable Me 4?
Yeah.
And it'll say
or like
no
the
kids.
kid-friendly showing of Longlegs.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the pregnant mothers.
Yeah.
The young mothers.
The sweet young women bringing their babes to see Longlegs. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It would just be like, this is the Statler Waldorf edition.
Yeah.
Here tonight at 10.
I would do like all the room showings, all the Rocky Horror Picture Show, but I think you would want to start some new ones.
Yeah, like rotisserie chicken.
What's that?
The chicken that's cooked in a rotisserie?
Oh, I meant like movies.
Oh.
Yeah.
We would show all the Batman movies.
Okay. And you can dress up like the characters?
Yeah. Yeah, but you don't have to dress up like a character in the movie playing.
Okay.
Like if you want to be Mr. Freeze and watch Batman Begins, like that's fine. It's encouraged. And then I think we have to have some kind of smoking area.
Yeah. What about just a smoking theater?
Oh yeah, we should do a smoking
A
theater.
smoking theater.
That would be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, smoke-free friendly theater. Should you be able to rent a hookah?
That's going to have to, yeah, you could rent a
Hookah
hookah.
theater.
That's going to have to be the one with the puppets in it, though.
Yeah.
So we have smoking, hookah, puppet.
But the puppets will get
showings.
smoke in their felt. Some people are real against Cousin Greg playing Jim Henson.
Why?
Because they said he's desecrating the grave of Jim Henson.
Well, somebody has to do it.
Somebody has to do it. And you know who they're saying it should have been?
Who?
They don't have an alternative. They haven't given an answer.
Okay.
So they don't. It's just
There you
complaining.
go. Willem Dafoe.
He's got enough. He does enough. He does a lot. He's in a lot of movies.
Bill Murray.
He's a little lost in translation for me.
Jeff Goldblum.
He could do it, but he's playing the Wizard of Oz. How about, you ready for this? It's going to sound crazy. Former presidential candidate Fred Thompson from Baby's Day Out. No?
No.
Yeah, you're right. Makes sense. It's going to be a long week. I'm going to take a bunch of Dramamine and catch up on my sleep. I actually might come back less tired than I was.
I hope so. I have a feeling you're going to come back
Refreshed?
refreshed.
Dietary refreshment.
Dietary refreshment.
Yeah, I think it's going to be good.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see you, Salt Lake City Mormons. Can't wait to be back in LA, but I'm ready to nonstop Tokyo. Let's do it. We're going to
Let's
parties.
do it.
We're having fun. We got another question?
Why do you think wombats have cube-shaped poops?
They got these
from
weird
Julie.
buttholes.
Yeah.
I don't know why it
Are they
is that it
square
happens.
buttholes?
It not particularly, but there must be some kind of lining that squares itself when it pressures.
But why, when God told Noah to keep all those animals on those arks, that the cube butts made it, you know?
Okay, let's get real into this. The process is a result of their intestines drying the feces and contracting in a very specific way. It helps them form more rigid shapes with sharp angles because of the bands of thin muscles that contract the feces. They are 4 times stretchier. There's a lot of bands, 40,000 contractions to make a cube poop. And they believe it's helps it stay in place when they're using it to mark their territory or attract a mate. They often poop on slightly raised places, and the square shape makes it less likely to roll away, so it stays there for a potential mate. So if they see that you have really square poop, they want to fuck you. What's my name? Don Cochino. Right? This is a real question, right? I don't know the exact answer.
Yeah.
I thought it was about to end in a pun.
No, this is a real question.
Yeah.
Would you like a pun, though?
Oh, always.
I was going to tell a time travel joke, but Effy didn't laugh.
Damn. Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. Sorry. Time travel to me is difficult. How can we live in a world where rewind is possible, where we can never fast forward past where we are now in this linear nature?
Is that the most meta dad joke?
Yeah. Yeah, it was good.
That's incredible.
They knew I wouldn't laugh. Huh.
Weird.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
Well, I'll see you when I see you.